show, and he's crossing some T's and dotting some I's, and very soon you'll be hearing his voice. I'll introduce our guest very shortly. But by the way, once again, you're welcome. Don't forget, for those who want to be a member of the non-oil export community, I must emphasize non-oil export. The WhatsApp number, because the non-oil export coach almost took my head off this morning. 0912 171 2885 0912 171 2885. Please do not call that number. Don't even send a text message. Only a WhatsApp message will suffice. And just say, I'm interested in joining the community, or just send the word, I'm interested, or interested, and you'll be added to the WhatsApp community, okay? 0912, or the online community, 0912 171 2885. That's for those who want to join the non-oil export community. You get to learn a lot. What are the benefits? But first of all, good morning to Nia Deoshun, a non-oil export coach. Nia, good morning.
Good morning, and good morning to our listeners as well.
All right, and Razak Olaigbe, our producer extraordinaire. Good morning.
Good morning, Lagos. I'm better than gold.
All right, better than gold.
Yes, better than gold.
Zamfara gold or Zikano gold?
No, gold from Gold Coast.
Oh my God! We're trying to get under his skin.
That sounds very political, like a rhyme.
Oh well, Ni, how are you this morning?
I'm very well.
All right.
It's not as bad as it was 2-3 weeks ago.
I'm sure the roads
when my money was stolen. Oh, but I'm better today.
It's well. You know, it says something must kill a cat. Something, you know, so it is all good. And what are the benefits of joining this non-oil export community? We've not talked about that for some time.
What are the benefits?
Yeah.
Wow. Benefits. Community strength. When I started doing export, we started doing export from doing it by ourselves. I used to do a lot of reading, a lot of research, traveling, making all the mistakes. Like I've said forever, I was robbed in the East, in Abakaliki of ₦1 million at that time. So we had to learn the ropes, okay? And that's because nobody was there to support, right? So when we started thinking about what we're doing at the moment, we thought it was good that, look, because after looking at the whole of the value chain of export, it's so difficult for you to say you want to do it on your own, okay? It's so difficult because there are too many things that are involved. Okay, we're talking about food. You want to process food. You want to be able to buy materials. You want to be able to, label the food you want to send. You want to be able to get a barcode. And the barcode you use locally is not the barcode you're going to use for things you send out of the country. There are specialized barcodes actually. So all of those things, they can be overwhelming, right? So we say, okay, do we want to just take people's monies and say, okay, we get better and they don't get better? Or we really want to make people export? It's of two things, right? So the goal is to make people export. How do they export? You stay with them, all right? You stay with them, all right? You listen to their problems. They come to you every time. It's overwhelming. It is draining, but it's valuable.
All right.
You got it. It is valuable. And that's what the whole idea is. It's valuable.
All right.
Because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that somebody's face is smiling at the end of the day. You got it.
So people who, you want to add to
added to that is the safety of being in the community.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know who is there. You are not afraid to share your opinion. You know that if you are making mistakes, there's somebody to guide you to and hold you until you get to the safe land.
I was sharing something over this weekend. So there was a video I came across that was talking about. It was talking about how businesses, invest very, very, very little in marketing. So they're cutting slices in this is how some of you invest in marketing. And I had to write an article about it because I like to write. Why you have to keep talking to people. It's quite strenuous, but you are motivated to make sure that you just see people succeed. That is what the goal is, all right? Mm-hmm. You cannot say you want to do business now, you're not doing marketing, all right? As you're planning your product, you're also planning marketing. As you're looking for the cost of buying the products, I was telling people that it's either you're selling a property to do marketing. You sell a property and raise money and do marketing for your product. There's nothing that you own today that you cannot sell if you have to do something bigger. And that's why when you have resources, you tie down your resources on fast-moving, fast-moving assets, such that when you have an emergency, all right, you can easily convert that thing to cash and do the next thing. Because there's nothing you're going to take out of this world for crying out loud. All right. The whole idea is why you're on this earth, you are able to better your finances so that you can meet your needs. That's what life is all about.
And you remember when we started this show, the goal was to, and it's still the same thing, to enable Nigerians to come into the space. But that space, for a long time, nobody is talking about space. Only a few people are manipulating and monopolizing that space. And with this show, we'll be able to put across information that can help people come into non-export space. Now, when we started, we said that with 50K, you can come into non-export subjects, products. But I don't think with 50K right now you can do that, because things have changed. Naira has been depleted, it's depreciated. So
really, so it's no more 50K.
With 50K, you can still do stuff, but it won't be as huge as before.
Yeah, I mean, as you're saying it now, I'm just thinking back to when we started the show and how much 50K could do.
Yes,
at that time, and all of us agreed that with 50K you could do personal shopping. All right, a brother of yours, and what was the example I gave? I gave the example of kuli kuli. All right, so somebody comes to me and says, Mr. Ni, I have 50,000 naira. What can I do? I say, okay, let us help you do kuli kuli. We'll take our brand name, put your kuliku in it. Nobody knows it is you that owns it.
With all the registrations you have,
yeah, so
FDA,
yeah, you understand. So we've done all of that. You get it. So we'll just cover you. All right, take the product from you, and somebody who goes to church on a Sunday morning puts the carton of kulikuli in the back of his booth. All right, and he goes to church, and I said, kulikuli reo, kulikuli reo. You understand? Who go chop kulikuli? Except there are no children in those churches. All right. Parents will remember that, it's been long I ate kuli kuli, and this kuli kuli is standing right in front of me. Some will buy and go and still take home and go and continue to eat. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what it is. At the end of the day, that person has exported. You know, right? Yeah, the person has exported, and that's what it is.
Interesting. Okay, so I mean, the benefits. What are the opportunities? Let's talk about that for those who join the community. I mean, you've talked about being part of community. I'm sure learning.
That's what I'm saying. It's training. Yeah, training. All right.
So what are the opportunities now to in the export business that people who are listening who have never been into it can get into?
Look, by the grace of God, we've gotten exports to the point where we have taken care of, let me say, the whole value chain. We'll help you, we'll train you. All right. You want to learn how to process products? We have a training for that. You want to, when you have a product, we help you warehouse it in the US, UK, and Canada. All right. We have an e-commerce platform, marketplace, where you would also put your products and also sell. All right. So it's not, we're taking from 0.0. All right. Non-existent. You don't exist. All right. You have a product. If you're not doing it by yourself, you can join a group export. All right. So that's what a couple of my students have done. So they say, okay, and we can not go about it. Okay, we're still afraid. Okay. I say, okay, no, wala. Let's do it together so you can learn in all of the ropes. Okay. The export we did, what did I do to them? I share them in the community. And I say, okay, look, you guys go and get product information. So you can keep learning. You understand? Right. So that at some point you can now stand on your own.
So like Buhari said, but not exactly like Buhari said, you're going to take them from bottom to top.
that's what it is.
From top to bottom.
Not the top to bottom.
It's a bottom to top or tough. All right, interesting.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right. And talking about the opportunities, you talked about someone can be a personal shopper. Someone can get into any level of their value chain.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth.
A friend of mine was asking me yesterday, when we were sitting together and having a drink, and I was like, okay, because again, we're setting up, the logistics part. That's why I said we're taking over the whole of the value chain. All right. Now, but once we're done with that, once you're our student and you want to export, you just come. We help you take the stuff to whether you want to do by sea, you want to do by air. We take it and help you push it. Do you get it? At the best price, actually. You get it? At the best price. So somebody said, he was asking me yesterday that he has his family, his wife is going to have a child. in the US.
Okay.
He told me that yesterday, and he's like, okay, he has people in Canada here and there. How can I help him? You understand? I said, no, don't worry. Let's get started with our, what they call it, logistics registration. You understand? So that, we can actually help you move, some of those things, onions, yam, and all of those things, and move to those countries on your behalf. You get it? And move to those countries, move to those countries, on his behalf. You understand? So with a person being a personal shopper, is that you're here, you have a cousin somewhere in Australia, all right? And like I've told you several times, when I was in the US, I was always caught in between looking at the jar where we usually put Gary, on whether to drink it. If I drink it, it's going to get depleted. If I don't drink it, my mind will be like, I want to drink it. So, Nigerian food, I talked about
so it's scarce.
Oh, yeah. Listen, my father came home, when he came home in December, and he was going back to the US, all right? And I was the one that was packing his load for him and all of that, you understand? So usually you have to check what is important because you have to do your 23 kg. So my dad did not know I was eyeing the kuli. They had bought a lot of kuli and I was eyeing those kuli myself. So when I saw that thing was beyond 20, I said, Daddy, Daddy, let's drop kuli as part of things. My father said,
Don't drop that.
There was about to be a fight.
My father said, your younger ones will fight you. Do you understand? Because it was for my siblings in the US.
I see. Wow. So there's a lot to benefit from this. Now, are you aware that a whopping $422.8 million US, all right, $422.8 million US are up for grabs if you are in the fashion industry. I think some time ago, when Lai Mohammed was still Minister of Information, he did rank the industries that are in Nigeria highest foreign exchange, and he ranked the fashion industry as number one, even above the movie industry.
Yeah, when we're coming up with this very show, with this very edition of the show, I mean, it's exciting. Why? Right? If you're doing fashion, right, and you're doing fashion now, we will help you sell your products in the US, UK, and Canada. We'll take your products from here, warehouse them there. All those your Ankara, those your batik, those your, what do they call them? All those your adire, all those your combats that you sew. You see, we're doing a lot of beautiful things. Look, Abba, I see things people do, what they sew, all the senator, all this very well sewn,
dashiki
crafted
Senegalese,
African clothings, right? Are in high demand. There's a particular guy who is in Germany that was telling me some time ago that, look, we want to be able to wear our own things, all right? And people are beginning to do stuff, doing female bags with Ankara, all right? They're doing shoes with, Ashok has always been what they used to use for shoes years ago. So you could just have those things and all of that. And we made it possible that you can sell those things as long as you do that. So anybody who says that they're doing fashion now, please reach out to us and tell us, oh, I'm doing fashion, I want to sell in the US. Reach out to me after the show that, look,
it's just an opportunity waiting to be grabbed.
Oh, yeah.
And Nigerian fashion is in high demand in Europe, in the US, in Canada. Because we have style, we've got style.
Yeah, exactly. We understand it.
I agree.
We've got style.
I agree.
We do, and we're very creative.
We are.
You've said it already 4 times.
We had that. If you remember that fashion event that happened, by recently, one of the banks recently. You understand?
Please don't go there.
No,
my account balance has not still returned to what it was. Please, let's just leave.
You see how creative. You see how creative our people are. Despite the way the economy is, you understand? So, and we're willing to just help.
Nigerians are patient because we've not seen the thing. Our accounts have not, but people are still quietly impatient.
Yeah.
You reminded me of something I don't want to even remember. The bank has not told me anything. 24 to 48 hours still now. My account balance is not doesn't resemble what I
understand.
It will come back. Don't worry.
I understand.
Just chill. It will come back.
Take a chill pill.
Water will find this level.
Anyway, we'll look at more at that $422.8 million opportunity, which is available for those of you in the fashion industry when we come back from this break, because we hear it's up for grabs. It's something that the Nigerian Export Promotion Council that NI here said was doing nothing is up to. You remember now, it's online. You can go to the internet, don't forget out. You said we're not doing anything. Now you're back. See?
Let me tell you.
You see, I've been vindicated.
Let me tell you interestingly.
And we have to go for a break.
Okay, for a break. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Mommy, it's my set. Today inside the pizza. Oh. I don't tire for them. Even for inside the semo and rice.
Store your grains and other foodstuff them fresh inside the Bako Zero Fly storage bag for up to 2 years where insects them no fit enter. Bako Zero Fly storage bag, they use better hermetic technology to buy insects within inside the grains after you don't tie the bag well for 3 weeks. It will protect your grains them from insects waiting outside. Come keep them fresh and safe without any preservatives. Follow these steps for better protection. Step 1, arrange your grains and food items them inside the Bako Zero Fly storage bag. Step 2, tie the bag well so that air no go enter. Step 3, free. Keep the bag for one corner. Bako Zero Fly storage bag. They everywhere for Nigeria and now that approve am. Buy your own today. Bako Zero Fly storage bag. Bag with it protect.
If you're looking for a regular income, life insurance cover, yes, we are the one. Competitive investment returns, flexible entry and exit, that you can.
Looking for a smart investment with extra peace of mind? Introducing the Utica Custodian Assured Fixed Income Fund, UCAF, from Utica Capital Limited. UCAF is a fixed income mutual fund that offers investors life insurance that covers permanent disabilities and death caused by accident. The fund also pays up to 10 times of your principal investment for life's unexpected moments. Utica Custodian Assured Fixed Income Fund is managed by Utica Capital Limited, a funds and portfolio management firm approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission. For further inquiries on investing in UCAF, email Utica Capital on cis@uticacap.com or send us a chat via WhatsApp on 0703-164-8649. Please consult a professional advisor for guidance before subscribing. UCAF, invest, insure.
He done of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say the wine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abby?
Jerry, now you they talk like this. Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution of my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I no know.
Guy, hfm.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said hfm.com.
Which one is hfm.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said
hfm.com.
Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
I'm living in my lane, happy every day. Things are not the same. Oh no. Now I chop from a buffet, unlimited buffet. Why I not deaf yet? Cause I know it's more than enough for me. Ocean of feet finish, highway no get limits. I have all I need.
Get unlimited data on a budget. Visit the nearest Airtel shop or dealer to start enjoying unlimited data now.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to stir?
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
This November, prepare for an epic clash of intellects. I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Competition is back. November the 11th, 2024, 32 of Lagos's brightest secondary school students will step up to the mic, where words become weapons and ideas ignite battles. From Monday, November the 11th at 4 p.m., they'll face off in fierce debates with only one goal: to be crowned the I Beg to Differ champion. Every round is a fight for glory, where one brilliant mind will rise above the rest. Who will be crowned the champion of thought? The ultimate showdown of wit, wisdom, and will is about to begin. I Beg to Differ. Secondary School Debate Competition Season 8 commences Monday, November the 11th at 4 p.m. For sponsorship, please call or WhatsApp 0805-581-5844. I Beg to Differ is proudly supported by Card Center Nigeria Limited, Obiwizi, and Lucas Green Fashion House.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers, MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, the game changer, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, the game changer.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Oh my God, I was just telling Annie about French butter. And wonderful here is asking how I know about French butter. Let's leave that for another day. Anyway, welcome back. It's still the Fintex show right here on 99.3 Nigerian. For my name is Kofi Bartels. Not here alone, of course. We have the usual suspects. I'm not saying suspect because of your experience with the authorities. Or I saw that I call him ex-convict, fellow ex-convict. I also had mine too. So, comrade,
no, be smart thing,
comrade. Anyway, yes, I don't know if you've had your own experience. You see, when I was picked up by the police, I was kidnapped and incarcerated and brutalized. It was you're looking for trouble, because the SARS did something to me, and. They want to kill me, At the end of the day, I was brutalized, beaten up, tortured, and stuff. And my colleagues are the ones who came to my rescue. Long story, but I said, see, in Port Harcourt where I was, as it is in most parts of Nigeria, everybody has their day. One day it might just fall on your lap.
Yeah.
You say, honey, you always, but one day you never planned it.
Yeah, never planned
one
it.
Day,
actually, yeah.
Your issue with look at the lady who cleans it. One day, it's just an aspect of life in this country.
It's a bad one, really. I woke up this morning to a news about, so one guy was sharing the news of some guy, and I was like, oh, the guy, so when he was leaving the police station, he went to, I think in the east.
The musician.
That music boy.
Ogidi.
So I don't know him. So I just saw it by chance, that he was leaving police station.
Anti-kidnapping.
Just shot him. Who does that?
He said he went to pay a friendly visit. And a musician in Enugu.
Yeah, I saw it this morning. I don't know the guy. I just saw it, and thank God you even saw it. The guy was leaving. He was already leaving the place. So, and they shoot a guy that is leaving the police station. How?
Enugu has been on fire. In fact, the irate youth set fire to tires and they were burning.
I don't get it.
And the governor has had to send a delegation trying to calm frayed nerves. They said, okay, today is Monday. Nobody should go to work. Sit at home and protest.
Could it be accidental discharge?
One too many. What about the one that happened here
at
Aja?
I think you guys will probably need to put in some kind of focus on, because I've talked about it and I've told him long ago, all right, how are policemen in Nigeria recruited? You guys have never put, if I tell you what I heard.
We've been talking about it for years.
Look, I don't know. You understand? Let me tell you. If I tell you what I heard years ago about how they enlist people into the Nigerian police, you understand? And I'm almost 100% sure as I'm sitting down here that I do not think there's any any psychiatric regular evaluation, all right, of people in the police, all right? You get it? So because these things have to do with the brain. There's also another news report of one guy in the Navy shooting a colleague recently. That was about this last week. Do you get what I'm saying now? So you start looking at society, drug-related issues. What people
It's a plethora of issues. We've been
it's
talking
crazy.
about it for years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I told my story about how
crazy.
the SAS guys, they were. I think they were on drugs. Because I kept telling them that, see, this thing you're doing to me will land you in trouble. I'm a journalist. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just going my way, and you guys just picked me up. So what's going on here? So I think this is why people need to get into things like non-oil export, so you can bring your business, earn your money in USD or foreign currency, and just live, with your family. You can protect yourself, because sometimes if you don't have money, you can't even, afford some protection and level of comfort that will.
Let me tell you, I'll say it for free. This is a country that you need a lot of money to live in.
And connections.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But the money gets connections.
Yeah, so money is going to get you connections, right? So you need. I realize that. Look, you need a lot of money to live in Nigeria. It's not a credit economy; it's a cash economy.
Cash and carry.
Yeah, it's cash and carry. So how do you survive without having cash?
But that is meant to be a bonus, a plus for us.
Yeah,
it's meant to be a plus. But of course, the cash now has been almost rendered almost worthless.
So that's why you're buying cash. So which means that's why you need more money. Do you get it now? The only thing that can give you more money now is non-oil export.
All right.
Something legitimate to do now.
I don't agree. I agree that, of course, non-oil export is very important to give you more money.
Yeah.
But I don't agree that there was something wrong with the Nigerian economy.
You hard currency.
Hard currency. But I don't agree there was something wrong with the Nigerian economy, not being credit-driven economy or being a cash economy. I think that it showed how better off African economies and countries were compared to the West before this recent kowtowing to the Bretton Woods institution policies. I mean, you go to countries like US, UK, and co. Someone say, "Oh yeah, I love to have Nigerian clients." Right? When they come, they pay cash. Yes, we are better off, but we don't know. We don't know that we're better off.
It's a Nigerian that is truly a wealthy person, right? When a Nigerian tells you that I have 10,000 naira, he has it as cash.
Yes.
All right. Abroad is not the same thing. Somebody will come here, probably buy a big car, a Benz 500 SEL,
and they pay cash.
And he won't pay cash there. He'll bring it here.
Yeah.
You understand? And Buga here. Do you get what I'm saying? But he bought it on credit.
I was going through some of these U.S. political debates and some of the things that parties are saying, both sides. Today I'm a Democrat, tomorrow I'm Republican, mostly Democrat. We'll argue. I'm not.
I know, so you know the year word, but go ahead.
But some other day I'll switch.
Yeah.
And the thing keeps messing my. But I was going through, one of the tweets, and someone, made a point. I was an interview he gave and made a point. He said, I'm trying to remember who it was, who said, by the way, Elon's town hall meeting was quite remarkable, and I started changing my mind again about who,
I was telling him that Harris is shooting up, but that does not guarantee.
It's so unpredictable because even outside the venue of Trump's Madison Square Garden, rally that he had, though the Democrats say those people are his band of followers who follow him everywhere, so you can't look at the numbers. But I saw some of the people saying 61%, Apple rating and all that. But what I was about to say is that someone gave a podcast and he said that apart from, he asked, okay, which of these people have done more harm to Americans? He said Iran, Russia. Number 3, credit giving institutions or credit institutions. These companies that give them the credit cards, the credit cards to banks. That's which of them have done more harm to Americans. And the point I was trying to pass on that the harms that Americans have suffered come more from those organizations that dangle credit to them, make them live the credit lifestyle, make them. I think it was this guy who left Fox. I'm not a fan of him, by the way. What's his name? So the point was that he was talking to a financial analyst, this guy who has a show that helps people get out of debt, and his philosophy or belief is that those financial institutions who engage in the business of credit, leading people down the road of financial instability and destruction. Because how you've been in America, you see how people get into
it's
debt.
A choice. It's a choice.
No, but the credit lifestyle.
It is
No, in the
choice.
US, in the US, not a choice.
It's a choice.
Well, it is a choice.
It's a choice
in one way, right?
You
But
opt in.
It's a lifestyle.
You opt in.
No, that is what they are born into.
No,
That's what they're introduced to.
It's a system. That,
It's a system.
Look, let me tell you. The people that do not suffer from credit issues, you understand, most of the time are Africans. Because
not African Americans, Africans who leave Africa.
Yeah,
to go there.
exactly. Because they're already used to cash economies. So, except for one that is a greedy person, that's when he gets into that system and start to abuse that system. That's what it is. Because from here, you already understand that everything you buy, is going to be cash. You understand? You already understand that. So you don't go there and start saying, because it's a credit economy now, you now start to do what you don't normally do. All right? You can get into serious trouble because credit is like opium.
Yes, it's addictive.
It's addictive. You understand? Once you get into it,
you are hooked for life.
You're going to serve the system to the person who eventually just buys, right? That's what it is.
So that's why I feel we had something that these guys didn't have, which is cash and carry, and we're okay. And now it's not just the financial institutions that are, of course, that's their business. I don't blame them for being engaged.
Are gradually introducing credit card into our system here.
Yeah.
Are you aware?
I don't blame them for getting engaged. But the funny thing is that now the government is now also pushing people into credit.
It's a choice.
That's scary.
You don't have to opt in. You don't have to opt in.
Yeah, but pushing people into sir, the crisis in America, about the student loan crisis. It's a big deal.
It's coming here.
Why? Why? This is the issue I have with this president.
They want to lock you in.
Why should government have an organization that wants to give people credit? And it seems like government is trying to help people with an organization to give people credit. Not Nelfund. Okay, well, Nelfund is there, but we have another one. You understand? I have nothing against Nelfund people and Credit Corps and all that. They feel they're trying to do the right thing. But you see, we need to learn from those who've gone down that path to ensure we don't make the same mistakes. You were there, Nee. You know how Americans are struggling to pay their
credit
student loans?
Student loan, yeah. 30 years, 40 years. One gentleman, is it Barack, just finished playing his own recently.
It's a campaign matter, isn't it?
Yeah. So that is why you see, this is where you can get the cash, non-oil exports. For instance, if you're a personal shopper, because most Nigerians who are abroad in the diaspora, they crave Nigerian food. They can pay anything for it. So if you go into that, you make cool cash.
You're conspicuously silent on this matter.
No, it's I understand what you're talking about, and that's why I'm actually very quiet. While you were talking, all I could just remember is the introduction of GMOs into our system as well. You get it? We already know what works for us.
Yeah.
And I do not know why people want to force things, that are uncultural. They're largely uncultural. On the people. You get it? We're African people. We love our cash, and that was why there was a struggle when the cashless policy came. All right, and that's why it's difficult to also enforce the cashless policy. So people prefer to still go and buy their cash. You get it? Because they want to be able to hold their monies. You understand? I remember that video that trended about Dangote himself, that said that there was a particular time that he had to go to the bank to go and withdraw $10 million. You get it? And he said they call him a billionaire, and he was asking that that time he looked at himself, am I really a billionaire? And then I felt that, okay, let me even be sure.
Let me test it.
I want to be sure that I'm truly this billionaire. So he had to go and withdraw $10 million from the bank and say, I have this money, true. It's truly my money. You understand?
Man,
but Kofi, this
that's what it is.
This cashless thing in Nigeria. Have you ever been to a Owambe party? In Lagos?
You wonder.
You'll be wondering
where's it coming from? Brand new notes.
Cash, huge.
Brand new notes.
You see, and these are the things. These are the things that we need.
There are too many leakages. Actually,
I don't think
it's too bad.
I don't think government should be pushing people. Has any business to get a country that didn't have? We feel okay. Its credit it's good. Let the bank state do it. That's their business. But government should not be pushing people into the debt trap.
It's a death trap.
We're going to give people free education. Give them free education. We can afford it. We can afford it. Give people free education, and then let them go to school. You know, this is what the guy put up. I'm not a fan, by the way. I
But
don't
you
like
know,
him.
again,
But
Kofi, there's a flip side to it. Some Nigerians think the loan is a grant, so they want to grab that.
you have to pay.
grab it.
You have to pay. Today in America, it's a problem. I think Joe Biden had to do some sort of forgiveness. It's a big deal. This is what the guys. I'm not a fan of Tucker Carlson. I don't like. But you know, he asked, okay, which has destroyed the lives of more Americans, Iran and Russia, or a domestic credit card company? So this credit culture is good if you can, but it's a trap that financial advisors would tell you. You know what? You have to be careful if you can.
It's not healthy. It's not healthy, really. I mean, it's just like taking a regular loan. Loans are easy to take. They're very easy to take. Repayment is always.
Do you know the people who went for loans right now are crying? Like last year, early this year, are crying. Why? Because the central bank governor Yemi Cardoso keeps tightening, and World Bank is there saying, "Yeah, keep going on, continue.
Yeah.
It's working. We're almost there."
Yeah, I don't see why this World Bank is so much on focusing on this our economy and
if you went for a loan, let's say last year, you're paying more. The banks actually write to you and say, "See, this is going to happen soon. You're paying more, so let's just restructure the loans." So you're paying more. Now imagine you went for a 10 million naira loan for your business, and it was at maybe the rate of maybe 20% per annum.
And interest rate is going higher.
Now you're paying almost 30% per annum, 27 point something percent.
That is why two of the biggest telcos in Nigeria, they are crying now.
They're crying. So now the banks will tell you, okay, you went for 100 million naira loan for your business. Now you have to pay 30. If you took it for like maybe a 2 year or 3 years, you want to pay back.
Yeah.
Now you're going to pay every year 227 million naira.
They refactor it, yeah.
All right. So you have over the course of years, you're going to pay 100 and what? 20, 40, 60, 170 something or 80 something million naira, almost double.
At times triple. That's why the telcos are agitating for increase in tariff.
Yeah.
Because they are making huge loss.
Yeah.
All the loans they've taken when the dollar was 500 naira.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
Now dollar is 1,700 naira.
And now
it's over actually.
And now these people are now about to push us into higher taxes. Bill Gates attends a Federal Executive Council meeting and sits there in Nigeria, and then now says you need to tax more efficiently. The World Bank is now today saying in the papers you need to have more efficient taxing system. All right, and then these institutions are also training African tax institutions on how to tax better. Why? Because now World Bank is saying we have a $730 million loan, but you need to fix your tax system for you to access this $730 million loan. So you're going to tax more because you have to tax to pay the loan. Money's going where? Abroad. Your oil too.
Abroad.
The resources abroad. Why are you dangling? I keep asking, why are you dangling loans to African countries that have proven that they cannot manage and they will misuse it?
They can't even manage their own resources, talk less of loans.
Why?
It's a cash and carrot. It's a stick and carrot.
Anyway, we're talking about what?
The fashion industry.
Fashion industry. Please, you know. But I love the way we talk about export. We also talk about a lot of things that
Yes.
The Nigerian Export Promotion Council, which NI said was doing nothing. He's brought them to us today via Razak. He smuggled it to Razak to bring it, so it seems as if Razak is the one bringing it. But he says that we hear hoping funds between $2 and $8 million are for grabs, even in fashion industry. Tell us about that, Ni. The federal government has launched some sort of exports skills acquisition center in Apapa, Lagos.
Absolutely, yeah. So there's a facility where they have a lot of machines, because I'm aware, machines that are there, those I want to train, as bad as it is, the director general of NEPC is a woman, right? And she's trying as much as possible to make sure that more women are empowered.
Wow.
All right. So any woman who feels that they don't have a skill, all right, must start looking at these directions, right?
Nigerian Export Promotion Council.
Yeah, they have to start looking at this direction. We as much as possible, being in the private sector, will support what they do. We would project them out there, all right, so that people don't have any excuses.
I'm
right?
happy.
Yeah,
I'm happy. This is I mean, you're now coming on board. because we have to join hands to develop the country together.
Absolutely.
And I think we looked at all these last time. NEPC has been doing some work.
Yeah, they're doing some work. I mean, I've attended quite a number. I've attended 2 trainings in the last 2 months, actually.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I've attended 2
with
trainings.
NEPC.
Oh yeah, with NEPC.
Wow.
Yeah. You understand? Yeah.
Wow.
So that's it. So they do this, regular trainings, especially for those of us who are in the export already.
Yes. They have resources.
Yeah. They have human resources. They're flying people from Abuja to come and do this training here in Lagos.
Yeah.
Okay, I've attended them. In fact, there are some certain certifications, of course, that they also help you with.
Fantastic.
International certification. So they are trying to do what they are supposed to do.
Now you agree with me the Tinubu administration is working in an aspect through the NEPC.
Look,
okay, let's not go there. I mean, we have a new minister of trade, industry, trade, and investment. Now Doris Uzoka Anita has been shown the door. Maybe next week we'll talk about that. The new minister of trade, industry, and investment. She's a fantastic, amazing woman.
The new person, right?
New minister, yes.
Okay.
I've been following the work right from Oshibajo's time. I think she was the one there at the Nigerian and Presidential Enabling Business Council. She's terrific.
Wow.
Terrific. Really.
What has she done?
Say?
What has she done?
Oh,
her track record?
Well, she's done the best within the political and governmental
structure
that she was allowed to. But you need to go back and see if she's the one who was there when what's the name again? Or Sibaja was vice president. You need to go and see what happened when he had full control. Especially before Buhari came back and said, I transferred power to you. He's becoming more powerful. And fired everybody there. And then
that 3 month
that's
governance.
when you had FIRS and all these companies
working, yeah.
And fired everybody, now seconded people from his office to
start messing things up.
So you have essay to the president on this in office of vice president, blah 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 blah. So I think she do some work. So how can people take advantage of this NEPC export skills acquisition centers for females and women who are into fashion
and young people too.
Young people too.
I mean,
young men like me.
Yeah, they just need to just keep listening to us because we keep bringing this information to people.
All right.
For those who need to reach out privately, reach out to us. On
the WhatsApp number 09
exactly
12 171 2885 0912 171 2885. Just send a WhatsApp message. I'm interested to the non-oil expert coach, so they can take advantage of all the information that you're gathering from all these sources.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Razak, $422.8 million. Doesn't mean the money is there. They're just giving the money.
Right now, the fashion industry in Nigeria is worth 1.3 billion naira. So that's an increase. And the fashion industry is very huge. It's massive. Even that now, right now, you see, you don't need to import anything except for the textile industry. But you see, the youth are making oversized t-shirts, baggy trousers, dashiki. This huge. You can't get enough.
Gone are the days when you look down on somebody who is a tailor.
No. Right now, they are paying huge amount of money.
Look. There's a lady I know. She does fashion. All right. If you know how much she charges, all right, she exports those things, and she's very good at it.
Abroad, there's a luxury. They call it bespoke.
Yes.
We take it for granted.
No,
and there's one that they call ready to wear.
Yes.
So a lot of them are doing those ready to wears. They take inspiration from some of those, those big designers.
Yeah, we say ready made.
Exactly. Yeah. So we call it those ready mades. You understand? And they do some lovely designs that you will never believe that those things were made locally.
Some of them you have to book ahead. Otherwise, you can't get in. There's no space. There's no time. They are fully booked throughout the year.
Interesting. So if you want to take advantage of all these opportunities, get information, get connected, to these government agencies, please send a WhatsApp message with the word interested. You join the non-oil export community and you'll be a part of this wave. This is a new thing. It's a new thing that people should be jumping on. 0912, not everybody will be a data analyst. Or be into Forex. 0912 171 2885. Please don't send an SMS. Don't call that number. 0912 171 2885. Jeb, I don't thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And bring
thank your
this
listeners as well.
Information to us.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Non-oil export coach Nia Deoshun and our producer extraordinaire Razak Olaigbe.
Thank you very much.
On behalf of myself and the legendary Femi Obong-Daniels, non-oil exports give you access to global markets. The global markets will bring you the Forex, much needed foreign exchange. Talking about foreign currency, okay? And with these entities, the world
is yours.
Is yours.
That's what it is.
The world is yours.
We're back next week, Monday. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks to News at 10. Good morning.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
My ions, please, can't get enough. My ions, please, give it to me now. It gon' rehydrate me again.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.